question is, how do we get the average student to realize that that money doesn't just come from the government? It's not magic. It's
So I'll do you one better. So
taxpayer.
the premise of your class is that we have too many people. And we don't have
one of the things.
Yeah, I reject the premise. We need more children, not less children. Our country's on the verge of a population collapse.
What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are feeling good. My name is Elero, and today I'm back to the video and check out with you guys. This is called Charlie Kirk drops mic answering popular leftist question. This is baffling. You know how it goes, guys. We talk less and we react more. Let's check this out.
So I'm in a crisis communication class at my college, and we were asked to come up with solutions for like the population control and whether, we want to feed more people or whatever. Well, one of my peers said that the solution should be that the U.S. should pay about $3 million a year for contraceptives, for the world's contraceptives. My question is, how do we get the average student to realize that that money doesn't just come from the government? It's not magic. It's
So I'll do you one better. So
taxpayer.
the premise of your class is that we have too many people. And we don't have
one of the things.
Yeah, I reject the premise. We need more children, not less children. Our country's on the verge of a population collapse. And so here's one piece of advice I'll give you for everyone in the room. As soon as you're talking about how we're going to pay for something, we've already lost the debate.
Come to Africa.
First, you should say, why should we pay for that nonsense at all? And by the way, we shouldn't fund contraceptives. We shouldn't fund any of that garbage. But back to what you're saying. So this is basically you're being taught earth worship, okay? And that's what's being taught in most schools, which is somehow we must put the earth above the well-being of human beings. Remember, we have a pro-human agenda, right? Now, we shouldn't abuse the earth. We shouldn't pollute the rivers or the lakes. But always we should have a belief in human supremacy. I know that's like a weird thing to say, but that's basically where this conversation goes right now. I believe human beings are image bearers. You're made in the image of God. Every life is a gift, should be preserved and protected. We have 1 million abortions a year every single year. And I believe if you can't get that issue right, then look at all the other issues you screw up beyond that. But also, this is something that happens in the academy far too often, which is we have too many people, we need to get rid of population. I'm going to make a prediction that's the opposite. In 30 years, we're going to see declining population like you've never seen before. We're already seeing it here in America. So in the last year, you have a lot of people at home, people spending time locked down. You'd say, oh, birth rate's going to go up. It's a dramatic decrease like we've never seen before. Why? Half economic. Right? It's expensive to have kids. People say, I'll have one of each, like they're picking out a Toyota or something, right? The other is that if you don't believe that children are necessary to be fruitful and multiply, to replicate your values and replicate yourself, why have children? So if you don't teach people that having children is necessary, and those of us that believe in the Bible, we have an answer for that. It's like the second chapter of the Bible, be fruitful and multiply. Might be the third. Anyway, the point is that it's right there. Then why have children? If you actually believe that climate change is an existential threat, which is complete gibberish, nonsense, and balderdash, and all of you guys should be unafraid to push back against all that garbage, because it's designed for one thing, power and control. And let me just tell you something that is a general rule. If your biggest worry in life is existential, you live a great life. If your biggest worry is the sky falling and not sanitation, nutrition, getting murdered on the way home or being beaten, you live a very nice life. You do. This climate change nonsense can only happen in a rich, generally peaceful society. This doesn't. You think that the people in the slums of India who have to worry, the 300 million that don't have access every single day to functioning toilets, you think that they're worried about the sky falling? Or maybe that they want a coal-fired power plant to be able to have a hospital or a school. And so I guess the final point I'll make on this, which is so important, is reject the premise. The premise of that whole thing is that more people, population increasing, much reduced people. I don't agree with that at all whatsoever. I think that we have a commandment to be fruitful and multiply. I do not believe even close that human population is what is destroying the entire earth. And even beyond that, I think that if that's their biggest concern, it's nice to lightly remind them that you live a great life. Maybe you should worry about improving yourself, not destroying the world around you. Thank you. It's good.
Thank you.
That was a very wonderful answer to that question. Why is that even a topic over there? The population is too okay. It's even funny how one could think that the government could just put 3 million into the production of contraceptives and whatnot. I mean, just as Charlie pointed out, abortion is something that happens on a daily. And as he said, they need more people. They said in next 30 years, which is absolutely true, population would see a massive decline. Another fact. With the rate of what's going on in the world today, that can't even be argued. Because with abortion being legalized in different countries all over the world, a lot of births are getting intercepted. Okay, basically, other parts of the world where they face vast population, like now he mentioned India. He said, do you think these people in India actually care or actually have the fear that the sky is falling? He said the whole threat of climate change and all that is all balderdash, according to him. Countries that are, will I say, mostly overpopulated, they don't care about all those things. And what causes the problems in those countries is not even the overpopulation. I mean, God puts a lot of resources on the earth to go around. But we humans, we are our own problem. By the time you see a set of corrupt leaders in power, virtually usurping everything that's meant to go around to the masses, then people now begin to look at the next big thing, overpopulation. As Charlie said, population is never really the problem. It never really is. That yes, you're meant to honor the earth on which you live in. That's true. But there is also a command, as he stated, it's pointed out in the Bible, be fruitful and multiply. And he said during lockdown, everyone thought, ooh, better way to go, but it didn't. Said people now view childbirth as if they're picking a new Toyota. They say, I will get one of each. One of each what? The population use of birth control methods, I believe, even if it should be something that should be agreed between couples, not put into the system. Everyone should be free to have as many children as they want. And as Charlie said, every life is important. A birth is a gift. And life is meant to be valued. Of course, you might also argue that, okay, yes, they have the right to not have the baby. But then, if you are not ready for a child, then why go through the process to get one? And besides, there is protection. You can use protection to avoid. In fact, that's actually one of the most safest methods of birth control. You can use protection so that you don't have to stain your hands with abortion or anything like that. In this case, I totally agree with Charlie, and I love how he answered this question. I'm sure we learned one or two things from this video. Please leave your comments in the comment section, and please leave a thumbs up at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe.